And a lane, Olaf. You know what? I was actually sitting next to Hotshot during the picks and bans for TSM versus My Revenge. He was like, jungle Olaf, lane Olaf, do it. But they didn't. So, yeah, it looks like the Olaf is going to be in the jungle, so that's the more normal. And look at that, Forellenlord is not playing his strong character. I don't understand it, but you know what? Oh, he is. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. They're doing the shuffle.
They're trolling us.
It's a dance. That's what it is.
Trolling for the main stage is what it is. So
70
Team
seconds to go.
Solomid versus Alternate. And really, it's the homegrown team versus the big nasty Americans coming in here. So who do we think is going to win? Is it going to be Team Solomid or Alternate? Team Solomid, have a cheer, anyone?
Can we have a round of applause for Team Solomid?
Silence.
Come on, someone, Team Solomid.
Oh, what about Alternate, the German team?
All right, so let's hear it for Team Alternate. Yeah, that's about even, I'd say. About even.
Maybe it's a hot crowd. I don't know. They're just.
I don't know.
Maybe we should just go for a Dimashia shout.
That's too easy. Let's not go for the low-hanging fruit. So let's have a quick look. Reggie's going to be mid. Raymond's going to be top on Udyr, and it's going to be Tristana and Alistar bot lane this time. Alistar bot lane is brilliant because A, he is a very strong aggressive support. B, he can leave Tristana alone to solo farm and level very, very quickly while he goes and wreaks havoc in other lanes. So we're almost into this game now, the first game on the main stage.
So who do you think is going to win? I mean, favourites, it's got to be Team Solomid, surely.
I'm going to say it's going to be Team Solomid. But you know what? Maybe Alternate can surprise us. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Let's see this game.
Indeed, let's see it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to League of Legends here on the Intel Extreme Masters at Gamescom with a packed house, as it were. It's hot in here. And, and I was told, you know, it's as normal. Gamescom comes around, the temperature gets really hot.
Yes.
So what do we got? We got Chaos on Tristana, Special on Alistar, the Rain Man on Udyr, the Odd One on Gangplank in the jungle, and Reginald in mid and on Zillion.
May I just point out 11 millisecond pings? That is pretty nice.
Yeah, so we can't get any complaints, can we? That's for sure. So
we can, but they wouldn't make sense.
So do you want to give the alternate aTTaX team with the proper pronunciation?
Right.
Before ruin the names.
Alternate Forellenlord playing, actually playing a Nivea after all. They were trolling us. Unso is playing the Olaf. Kirio, I'm guessing if it's German, is playing the Caitlyn. Cliff is playing the, Cliff was the last minute replacement we just heard about, is playing Gragas. And finally, Licardis is playing Janna. And they're setting up for their blue buff, probably to protect Olaf. Oh, Chaos is very far ahead. Let's see, but he should be safe. Nice barrel hitting, actually 4 of them. Barely missing there with the tornado. Forellenlord needs to be away from his team so that the bomb doesn't hit them. Yeah, very well done there. That worked. And it looks like TSM are actually on the retreat now because they did get split. The stun is actually hitting good damage against Special there. But he should be safe. I mean, he is the bull. I mean, he can pulverize. It should be fine, right?
The cow can take a lot of hits. He's probably the last person they wanted to really hit.
Yeah.
And Reginald's going to get... Oh, that's a flash. So flash summoner spell used already. Having to get out of the way of that barrel as well as the Anivia Ice Blast. So coming straight through. So let's just see what is going to happen. And amazingly, we had, once again, Americans in action in mid in the first team fight, as it were, but no one went down, so no first bloods. Reginald's going to return straight to lane, and again, you can see the items down at the bottom of your screen, so we don't need to keep giving up the tab. You've got the CS scores in there, etc. So we've got was that a ward it just took out there? I don't think it was.
No.
They didn't get that close to ward it, so Clairvoyance once again going down. Remember, the odd one on Gangplank is jungling, so it's going to go with the big wolf to start with. Kind of expected, pretty standard strategy, and yes, expected Olaf will go straight towards Golems at the top there, and nicely pulled as well by Gragas.
That's nice. That saves some damage.
Lanes are kind of setting out as we'd expect, and Tristana just helping out with the starting off on the Golems actually with X-Special.
Yep, she can do that just fine because by the time Gangplank comes back down there, the Golems are going to be back. And I believe we're actually streaming off my screen. If that's the stream, that's my screen right now. So we should make sure which one we're streaming off of. And okay, in middle we see Anivia against Zillion. Normally I'd always say I'd give that to Anivia, but this is Reginald Zillion. Oh, nice dodge there just at the last second. Well done. Let's have a quick look at how bot lane is settling in. Chaos is going to be just fine with Tristana. He's going to wait a couple of levels before he gets aggressive, obviously. He wants to have both his E and the jump. Nice, he walks over the trap before it gets armed. Well done there. In mid lane, it looks like, oh, actually, Olaf almost dying there to a Gangplank who is already invading his jungle with blue buff, and Olaf has to run across the lane, while Anivia also got rather low. And Olaf is now back in his own jungle. Should be fine. Gangplank super aggressive, and you know he can play super aggressively. And
I mean, that's really interrupted Gangplank, because Gangplank, sorry, not Gangplank, Olaf now, because he can't go straight on towards the Golem, which is exactly what he's going to do. Boom, bomb getting straight on. It's not going to quite have enough to finish him off, but it's certainly going to take him low, so he really wants to dodge the egg there. Reginald also got caught very well in the process. What's he down to? 83 hit points, so one more bomb. He needs to be careful. Looking down the bottom there, you can see X Special just coming out the side there, but that sent Olaf back, so he's went ahead of his jungle curve, so he's still not managed to get that blue buff down the bottom there, which is kind of, it's going to knock him back, it has to be said. Gangplank's going to continue on. Gangplank's just been back to buy, so he's come back with boots, stack of health pots, and a ward. I'm just keeping my eye on Furlan in the middle here. He is going to go back now, so he's being forced back early.
Yeah, let's have a look at the top lane. Let's see how that lane works out, because that's the untypical lane. We have the Gragas versus Udyr here, and let's have a quick look at the CS. Udyr's at 19, but Gragas is at 12, so there is a tendency already that we can see. And yeah, look at that, just shielding. Yeah, I'm going to be fine. So that lane, I really can't see how well that's going to be. And oh, look at that, the Pirate actually in the enemy jungle there. Nice catch. And he's going to take the blue. I don't think Olaf's going to get there in time, because Olaf still has to cover mid lane, and he's only level 3. Oh, Olaf, that's unfortunate for you. But let's see if, yeah, the One has enough, takes the blue, probably going to take one of the small lizards, and then going to say, see ya. Oh, he's going to take both lizards. Okay, why not? Why not? It's better to leave one lizard just to screw with the respawn timers of the enemy. Meanwhile, bot lane, we see Tristana at 29 versus Caitlyn at 27, so these two are quite even. Kirio on Caitlyn obviously is going to be a competent laner. It doesn't look like Pharrell Lord is going to go anywhere away from his tower anytime soon, and that's certainly the right play. He's falling behind in 26 to 17, the creeps go in middle lane. So once again, the same story, TSM just completely shutting down the enemy mid lane.
Absolutely, pretty dominant. Meanwhile, at the top, I mean, this is exactly the same as what we saw against Aurelia. You know, neither of them can really do a great deal of damage against each other, so they're just going to continue farming. Oh, they are going to come straight in there. Olaf is going to come around. He actually fancies his chances in 2v1 there against Olaf. Rayman turning around and thinking, maybe I could take this one. Meanwhile, Zillion has returned back to mid. Immediately, the bomb goes on. Speed boost, dodges it nicely, gets a rewind, and another bomb going to go straight off, and that's going to do a lot of damage straight away in mid. And, you know, Rayman's just got, Reginald, sorry, he's just come back from the tower rush, so I'm thinking if he's going to have to go back again here.
Yeah,
Reginald's all right. He's just going to
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, that's
21 to 31 in the mid lane right now, the score. Now look at bot lane. I don't think that Janna and Caitlyn are going to do anything. They're just going to hold back and allow the enemies to farm, which is, you know, the only real option at this moment. And yeah, Janna can't even get a hold of her own bushes. Obviously, the meta game. Oh, there's the flash in, and Pulverize is going to headback. Yes, very good headbutt, and there is the jump in as well, and that could be a kill. Gets super low. The dot is not going to be enough, but that means Caitlyn is going to have to go home. And this early in the game, already more than 1k ahead. In mid lane, Pharrell Lord fancies his chances with no health at all. But I believe he has his egg up still, so even if Reginald eggs him, he can still go home and he can still rebirth and be fine. Oh, actually, nice wall. They're forcing Reginald to flash again, and there's the egg. He's not going to be able to put out enough damage because he's completely out of mana. But, you know, having the egg off of Anivia is going to help a lot, especially if there's going to be a team fight in the next 5 minutes or so. And oh no, there is Gangplank. Pharrell has no idea this is going on. And there is the move speed buff. There is the first slow. Is he going to get a range for another slow? Oh, beautiful. Reginald getting super low. Now Pharrell actually also fancies his chances against Gangplank because there's Olaf in the bushes now. Wow, what a circulation.
going off all over the place, and it's actually bought Olaf a little bit of time now. So Gangplank was a level ahead. He still is a level ahead, in fact, with obviously the invading the jungle early on. So he's doing a grand job at the moment. Reginald's actually pretty low. Could do with perhaps going back, whether he's just going to try and farm as much as possible, try and push the lane and then go back. Meanwhile, at the top, Udyr, you can see, has taken Cliff very low on Gragas at the top there. And we can see Gragas just moving around the ward placements, starting to go down in river. So the Dragon is caught. Remember, we're 8-minute mark is when the European teams normally go for Dragon. 12 minutes is tends to be the Americans. I guess it's really a case when you get that advantage, when you manage to take.
It depends on your setup as well. It depends on your setup and on your jungler, how quickly your jungler can do it. And Olaf can do it very, very quickly. I'm not even so sure about Gangplank, because Gangplank to me is still a very new jungler, and he's going to fancy his chances against this Udyr here in top lane. Udyr's like, all right, come on, let's dance. And Gangplank, Olaf just has to run straight to his tower. He's not going to dance with that giant turtle, which is probably the right choice there.
Yeah, and it's very hard because, you know, Udyr is very hard to lane against. He can get very strong, and once he gets fed up enough, you know, and it's really hard to stop him, it has to be said.
Absolutely.
He becomes like an unstoppable force. And the moment Gragas is just going to pick up the free farm and saying, Olaf, do you mind getting out of my lane and taking on my jungle? And immediately we're seeing Reginald in the mid, though, coming straight around, managing to get the bomb. I think he got a rewind as well. Yeah, I guess the second bomb off there. Just about dodging the blast as well, so he didn't get stunned by him, so it's all working well. Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, 62 CS to Caitlyn's 50, so not too bad, around about 10 difference. It's not a great gap, and Janna is going to have to come back. But they are starting to push the tower, so they're starting to put that damage on it. You can see the Piltover Peacemaker just winging across. No damage whatsoever gone onto bottom lane, top lane, or mid lane. So none of the towers for TSM at the moment have been touched, whereas TSM have started to push, although not a great deal. It's pretty even, really, and we're going to have a nice, probably 10-15 minute lane phase down the bottom here, I think.
You know, that's something that doesn't happen in Dominion. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, it's a nice, relaxed lane phase, and it does make sense in our metagame. We understand what it means. We understand what the advantages are that you need to find. But honestly, it's not the most exciting gameplay. So it's just great to have constant team fights. It looks like Cillian, just warding very nicely here for his team. And yeah, Rainman is shutting down Cliff in top lane. There's not much he can do. Udyr at 77 kills. CS versus 48 for Gragas. And looks like he's flashing in range. That's the Gangplank ultimate. That's probably going to save him. Wow, he gets a tick off his ultimate. Is he going to get in range for a stun? And there's the stun, a rebirth. Well done by Cillian. Yeah. He has his own egg. And Udyr is coming from top. This could be very dangerous for Anivia here. There's the stun on Anivia. He's going to change the Tiger to do lots of damage. And there's the pickup. First blood here for Team Solomid. Wow. That was 10 minutes into the game.
That's a long first blood, considering they picked it up in the first minute of the last game. So Chaos also getting down the bottom there, managing to pick up on Caitlyn, going to rush in, will not be able to get Janna down. The flash was used as well, trying to push it, but that means they're going to be able to push the lane. I think Janna's going to be able to hold the lane for a little while. Meanwhile, at the top there, it is all happening, and Gragas will go down as well. The odd one on absolutely nothing. 19 health there, the odd one. So they're just about getting together, really hanging on by the skin of their teeth. And great teamwork, as we said. Reginald baited him around just long enough for Gangplank to get up there, Udyr to come in and assist, and now they're going to get a good stack pushed on towards that top tower, and I think they're all going to go and spend a lot of gold. Let's see what they're buying. Wriggle's Lantern for Udyr straight away. We've got the Madreds. They're not going to go for it again, surely.
They're doing it again. And actually, somebody on Twitter said that this is the normal build for Tristanas in America, which really was news to me, but you know, Twitter doesn't lie. So, missing the Q there.
So what we're saying, what they're going for is they are going for well, you can see them already, a bunch of Wriggle's Lanterns, which means you can do Baron a lot earlier. You can take Dragon down very quickly. And that's kind of the plan, what they're thinking. They tried to do it earlier against My Revenge. It almost worked. Actually picked them up about 3 kills as well in the process. But they didn't get the Baron so quite so early. In fact, I don't think they got it at all in that whole game. They just ended up just pushing like crazy. But Team Solomid, they have that gold advantage now, and then you can see it's the 3K advantage already, and they haven't even taken Dragon, which is about to happen.
Yeah, looks like it is setting up for Dragon. There is a ward, an enemy ward that's now taken down, and it looks like Team Alternate is now rotating in. Yes, there's the Clairvoyance confirming it. Caitlyn just poking at them a little bit. Janna probably poking in with a tornado as well. There's not much else they can do, There's absolutely nothing else that Team Alternate could do, and they knew it, and so they just gave that Dragon away. At the meantime, it looks like Gragas is actually taking top to it.